important, man. And as men, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could see so it's a lot of like lost in translation type of moments where it's a difference between a man that throws his money around. That's like, we don't make time. Like, for instance, like, if I don't feel like carrying something, I'll pay movers. If I don't feel like hanging something, I'll go on task for like, that's throwing your money around. So it's like, if you're dealing in your relationship, you just throwing your money around. All right, I don't got time to take you out, but I'm gonna send you to the spa. Like, that's the difference between a man reminding you of all he does with the money he works hard for. And I think that because a lot of men present that in conversations when it's typically a disagreement, it comes off like you're throwing it in my face. But in reality is, I'm probably reminding you because you just told me I don't do shit. Right. So I'm like, I fucking pay the rent. What are you talking about? Oh, now you want to throw the rent in my face. It's like, no.
Think I'm a hoe?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a big difference. And we got to make that distinguishment before from a man that throws his money around. Like, all right, I can't make it to your important celebration. I'm going to send you some flowers. I'm going to fuck up. I'm going to do this. Versus a man that's like, yo, how you saying we don't got enough? We just went out 3 times. I just paid for this. I paid the phone, but I just do that. Now, as men, it's like, try not to go down the list of shit that you do, because you just got to know you do it. But you could just slow down the conversation and just remind them, like, come on, like, you know that's not true. It's been multiple times where they'll go down a rabbit hole and I slow down. You know that's not true. Like, really just think about it. You saying we don't do nothing? You saying that we don't, like, you feel me? And then you make them think that, like, really we just not doing something right now. Right. And you allowing right now to cloud your judgment from the whole bigger picture, the whole 364 other days where we might have did something or where I might have did something. And that stops from them receiving it like you throwing it in their face. And it allows for you to still get the same point across. Because ultimately you're just trying to remind them to reflect on everything, not just what's happening right now.
And to that point, like I said, I've been working on my leadership abilities in those type of moments. Yeah. I think about now that could have, the response to that could be like, think about it. Really don't do it. Matt, but I see what you're saying. We ain't go out in a few weeks. No problem. 100%. Let's go out there. That's what it's really about. You want to go out right now. I'm going out. Now you're trying to be extreme and dismiss the many other times taking you out. That's fine. I know you well enough. I got you, baby. We're going to go out this weekend.
And to add to that, right? Ladies, y'all don't have to lead with attacking statements to get y'all point across. I think that approach is everything. Same thing with men. But the reason I say ladies, because a man don't walk in the house like, you ain't sucked dick all week. You need to be sucking dick tonight. Like, or you ain't cooking all week. Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of a woman will feel attacked. Right. So it's like, if you come to me, man, damn, we don't never go nowhere. We don't never do this. We don't never do that. But just simply pivot in and say, yo, like, we got anything to do this week that's important, because I would love to go out. Yeah, I don't feel like I should have to ask to be taken out. You might not have to ask to be taken out, but you could make a suggestion. Why? Because a man can't just read your mind. Now, granted, but you should know we ain't go out in 6 months, but we also duty bound. And if a man thinks about responsibilities, I'm telling you, fun gets pushed all the way to the back. And I'll give y'all an example. Think about it like this. The way we look at going out with y'all, and I'm not talking about from a dating standpoint. I'm talking about once we're committed and it just comes down to these dates throughout the month. It's the same way y'all look at taking out your kids. You love to do it from time to time, but it's not the first thing on your mind. And when you're doing it, you have to create the space to be able to do it. It's not like something that you just wake up like every day, I want to take the kids here, there. Let's go to the park. Let's go to the park. Let's go here. Let's go do that. So we have to create that same capacity within self to get out of work mode, to get out of this, to get out of that, and then find the finances or whatever to create that room to be able to say, all right, let's go out. Now, this don't mean that it shouldn't be routine date nights every now and again where you dress up, but I'm talking about for y'all impulsive want to go out there. Mom, can we go to Sky Zone? Mom, can we do this? Dad, can we do that? You're going to be like, yo, not today. Let's do it this time, that time. And if the kid like, you never want to take us nowhere, you're going to be like, I took your ass somewhere.
Which they do.
But that's why it's so funny to me, because in every example that I could say a woman lashes out on us, you can see their kid lash out on them in the same exact capacity. And when you present that to them, they tend to see how similar the behaviors could be. And, you know, that's just why we always say women are like children. Not from a mature, no, fuck that. Not from an age standpoint, but from a how they interact and how they act in certain instances, it's super similar.
Queen is absolutely her mom.
Yeah, and don't you love it though? Like, one thing I'll say, especially when I was in my relationship, I used to like, I probably shouldn't have loved it, but like when I would see her daughter do shit that I was trying to explain to her, and she do it, and then she come to me with the logic of it. Like, I don't believe she said this and all the stuff.
Oh, really?
Like,
interesting.
I'm not even going to present what I want to say right now. I'm going to wait because it's not the right time. But I'm going to get my shit off. And 2-3 days later, I'll be like, yo, remember when I was trying to explain to you? it's kind of like, look, you got to say it like this, right? Because you don't want to say it in a way that's like attacking, right? So you be like, yo, when I was trying to explain to you how like we go out and all of that, it's kind of similar to when she was telling you that, you get what I'm saying? No, it makes sense. Just leave it there. Yeah, it makes sense. And most of the time, as opposed to me saying, see, I just fucking said the same thing to you. No, simply me representing it in that way, where it's like, do you understand what I was trying to say to you now? Because we on the same page about it. Now it's like, oh, okay, that's how I be. All right, cool. I won't do it no more. It's effective.
Yeah, Queen, she loved Chick-fil-A. She called it tiny chicken.
Tiny chicken is hilarious.
Yeah, and anytime I'll be like, nah, Daddy, we go get tiny chicken. No, not today. You never take me to get tiny chicken. I'm like, what the fuck? We just went yesterday.
She do that.
Yeah. Like,
yo, his daughter the funniest. She is hilarious.
You never take me to get tiny chicken. Yeah. What? Now again, I'm behind the 8 ball too, because BB, her grandma, always take herself.
Somehow always got McDonald's money. Chick-fil-A.
Is that all of a sudden 20 years ago though? McDonald's was like in Steak 48.
McDonald's was in the crib. We got McDonald's at home. No, we don't.
Right.
Them little Tyson nuggets.
Shout out to Tyson and the Weaver.